because some people don't like to call us black. That's why I say so-called black, whatever. Some people say African American, some are just not comfortable with just calling us a color. But mounds were what were made, all right? Excuse me. Mounds were made. What I had realized is mounds were made. What I realized is there is an ancient Gulf of Mexico, so to say. If you analyze the map data and where mounds were built, mounds were predominantly built above the Gulf of Mexico. Once you do the research and you look at the maps of the United States. Pyramids, however, stone pyramids, all are below the Gulf of Mexico. You will find no stone pyramid here in the United States, is what I'm trying to help y'all comprehend. So there, not only am I pointing out to y'all that we don't have one here, and that every empire that is successful and is huge throughout the essence of history, they build a pyramid. That's the pattern. Every single one. I mean, from Egypt to down in Peru to India, they all build pyramids. And we are yet to build one here, is what I realize. Most people that are my age and my demographic and everything, they don't care about a pyramid, building one. So when you do start to hear it talked about one, you know exactly where it started at. All right? Not something that's too big, everybody want to copy, right? Pretty original. So the facts are, this pyramid does not serve just any function of just to be a look. I said among myself earlier today that I need to start recording everything about this pyramid. Start really putting it out. Putting it out. Not keeping the idea to myself, because one thing I did grow to realize is that with the discovery in itself, I was told by a lot of people to, man, some things you just need to keep to yourself, right? As far as my discovery. And I look back today and I realized, God dang, man, if I would have kept my whole discovery to myself, it would have been a huge detriment. I never would have advanced it to the point of where it's at today. Like where I'm at right now, I would then have to imagine with that whole thing that y'all see I've drawn out on my YouTube, that I said is worth how much it's worth. Once that is, I could have just been starting in that and getting at that point right now. Do you know how crazy that would be? How behind that would be? And so my point is, what? Just based on me not putting my discovery out there and listening to other people and saying, somebody might steal it and stuff like that. That helped me a lot. I copyrighted my discovery. And I tried to explain that to people that I copyright. Once you copyright something, if somebody steals something from you, you don't have to worry about anything like that. Like people literally fail to realize I damn near really wish somebody would steal my discovery. Because then I can garnish everything that you got. Everybody who you wanted to copy, if you wanted to, it makes it easier for me. If you want to steal something that's copyright, got my name government-wise on it. You get what I'm saying? It's about how intelligent you are. So let this fucker try to steal a copyright if he wants to, right? All of them motherfuckers that you talked to, told about a 4.5, my discovery and stuff like that, and acted like as if it was yours. You know where you got this from. You ain't ever seen nothing like this in your life. You know what I mean? They all realized you was a fake. Once I could show and prove that I got the real deal and that I'm the original, I got dates, I got copyrights. Guess what that's gonna translate to? You a fake, and they're gonna laugh at you. And so I also get everybody all your fans, if they thought you was dope, they're gonna realize that, damn, this dude really the shit. If I thought that you was dope, what I'm gonna turn away from him for? You get what I'm saying? So I ain't never worried about my discovery being stolen. So my point is right now, what's the point? It's an advancement. It goes from 2-dimensional, so to say, to 3-dimensional. What you see me drawing out gets built in real life. It's a blueprint. It's not just something that's just being spoke of. I'm trying to tell y'all that here soon, with the population growing and growing and growing, we've never had this big of a population on Earth in history. And this is real talk. So this is a shipload we don't know really how to handle like that. And what do I mean? We are running out of water. A lot of people don't realize that clean water, drinking water. And so once we run out of clean water, that's an emergency. But it's not an emergency once we run out of clean water. It's an emergency once you realize that we are going to run out. You get what I'm saying? You have to react to something like that early if you got common sense. You don't wait till you run out of water and now you want to start trying to make a way to start cleaning water. How dumb could you get? I mean, it couldn't get more dumb than that. So that's why I'm sitting up here being an open mind. You ain't gonna find no niggas saying what I'm saying. And so when you start hearing that repeated, and I have to say that, because it's too much credit not being given to me, man. And that's why I'm making this video now. That's why I said, because the leopard print thing, people will question whether he started that shit or not. I said that. I got proof of that. All of these girls wearing leopard print and all of that Hello Kitty, kitty girls, from me putting my anime out here. That's why Hello Kitty came right after the design feature. The leopard print. And people will look at it like you ain't got no money and stuff like that. Where your money at and stuff like that. You ain't got to have money in order to influence people. That's what people gonna learn out of this whole situation. And then a nigga who broke us that they judge end up making $1 billion idea. Because if you got a multi-billion-dollar idea to work with Elon Musk now, or how did the pyramids get built back in the day? Because we see machinery marks. So these pyramids, what I'm letting y'all know, we're waking artificial intelligence, and he runs that. So as far as being able to build it, the money and everything, all I got to do is be and present an idea that's smart enough, such as I have, to someone like him. And I'm trying to tell, that's going to make history, that even he would be making history by being part of himself, and he knows it himself. Artificial intelligence, giant robots are going to be used in order to build those pyramids. You heard that first from me. You heard that from me. Every day on the news, you hear about artificial intelligence. The next step is seeing these robots walking up and down the street, driving, and things like that. For real. And then you're going to see giant ones. Because who says that they got to stay a certain size? They're going to start making giant artificial intelligence robots. And I'm telling you, you ain't going to disobey nothing they got to say. If you understand. You know what I mean? But that's in the future. And that's not far away either. Artificial intelligence is on the news every day. That's crazy. So can't nobody act like it don't mean nothing. They used to call people like me conspiracy theorists crazy back in the day for talking about this technology gonna do this and that. Nigga, it's doing it now. On everything we were speaking about. But ain't nobody, you ain't gonna find nobody speaking on what I'm speaking on. Everything, my whole discovery, that's original. This pyramid to be built, that's original. You ain't gonna hear another man talk about, I don't care what man he is. He ain't got the blueprint for it. I got that. I got the blueprint. You know what I mean? So I'm making this video for the fact that everybody has to recognize what the fuck the real is about the Grand Pyramid of America. Because right now I'm under attack, if I keep it real. And I gotta let it be known what the real is as far as my ideas and the stamp, who owns, where it ain't gonna be. Not to the world, but y'all know what problem I'm dealing with here on YouTube. And earlier today I was dealing with so-said argumentation, right? I'm not dealing as far as somebody wanting to copy my work. And that's why I said everything I just said earlier about copying, and I'm making this video because I'm not going to deal with anybody copying me. That's my son's job. When I have my son, that's his job to copy me. It's not the job of another man just because I had a great idea for them to want to copy me. It's for them to give me my credit and tell everybody else about my great idea. It ain't for nobody to copy me. You not finna copy nothing. They be doing that with these raps and styles and shit like that. You come out with a dope rap style right now and it go big, everybody gonna start doing what the fuck your ass did. I don't like that. I like originality. That's what I respect. And that's why I strive to be original myself. So you won't see me copying nobody else's moves. All right? The Grand Pyramid of America is not the Great Pyramid of America. You can't call it the Great Pyramid of America. That's the Great Pyramid of Giza in Africa. This is this time, and it's called the Grand. You have to comprehend that, like the Grand Canyon, because the architecture is going to mirror that of the Grand Canyon. The way that I'm designing is going to look like the Grand Canyon, but it's going to be made to clean water, like I said, because we're going to experience a water crisis. And when I talk to the artificial intelligence about this, you talk to the AI chat GPT about a water crisis, when it's going to be, and ask it when we would need to build something, it says 2045, just like I wrote down on my drawing. So I already got the time predicted correctly, and it's even siding with me. I already recorded proof of that. So the chat GPT, artificial intelligence, is already backing what I'm saying. And that's that there is a project needed. Something needs to be done to clean water in a natural way. Straight up. So I just wanted to make this video that quick. I mean, just like I say, a real quick video, not one of the long drawn out hourly videos like I usually make, because I want the point to be focused and I want people to really comprehend how serious this is. This is not a joke, bro. You will not hear of anybody else talk about that. And that's so important because it started here. There is no it's not going to be done. I talked to the artificial intelligence as well about how do you know whether it's going to be done or not. You don't know if they're going to really build it or not. The thing is, whether you need it or not, you have to first create a need for it. So what's the need to build a pyramid? To clean water. It's not like the other pyramids that was just built as just stones. But the one in Giza, you can't say that though. But this one, it has a purpose. That's one thing. Another way that I know it's going to be done is because, like I said, every other ancient civilization that was powerful built a pyramid. Every single one. And so we're a powerful United States, but we ain't did it. And we got a pyramid on the back. And so I'm telling you, that's predictive. I predict that we're going to do that. They already want to know how they did it. You get what I'm saying? And so once they figure out how they did it, and I'm letting you know about the artificial intelligence, that's something that enables us to be able to do what they did as far as lifting the stones, cutting the stones and stuff like that. Now you can use that in order to build the pyramids. That's what I was getting at. Whatever it is that they use with Giza, it was some form of, especially at that speed, there was some form of conveyor belt technology that was used. And I'm just letting that be known. That's something that you don't hear spoken of, but the only way that you could literally lay stones that fast is if a conveyor belt technology was used. You can't be carrying, ain't no way in the world you carrying them stones as human beings. I'm telling you. The amount of people that it would take to carry those stones and lay them perfectly and precisely together, nah, bro. Every 20 minutes, nope. There was some form of machinery, some form of intelligence compilated with machinery. A bonding of intelligence and machinery back then. That's what it was. So this is the end of this video, and I will see y'all tomorrow, because every day I'm going to talk about the Grand Pyramid of America. Here soon, I'm going to be out here on the streets. Not this one necessarily, but somewhere else. Talking about the Grand Pyramid and drawing it out. But I got to get some other stuff done first, and then that's where I'll be doing that. Because next year Everybody gonna see it. So, peace out, man.